ever since I was little, I would sing basically anywhere, like in a store, in the bathroom, and I would always perform for my parents. So whenever like my grandparents came over or we had like family dinners or whatever, I'd always like go back into my bedroom and like put on a show, and then I'd go out into the living room and make everyone like sit down, and I'd perform with them and like change outfits, and it was a real big deal. But I've just been singing since I was little, and I loved performing, so. Well, I actually used to sing like classical and opera music from like when I was really little to probably like 6th grade or something like that. And then that's not really like what I wanted to do, and I started playing the guitar and I started writing my own music, and I realized that I couldn't sing how I wanted to, like with the songs I was writing. So I decided to start taking voice lessons from Pink Couch Studios, which is basically like a artist development kind of company. And so from there I've just like kept growing, and that's where I am today. So I definitely think that like Dallas and Plano are like really big areas for music, and I've like learned that as I've been like performing at different places. Places like the House of Blues or Angela's at the Crosswalk, or places down in Deep Ellum like the Door, the Curtain Club. Basically like all restaurants are huge music venues. Dallas like really provides the opportunity for like music artists to like really get their stuff out there and give them the opportunities. You just have to like be willing to put yourself out there. But I think Dallas is a great place to like start as a musician, and there's some really
Can you help me remember when we were all flying free?
Yeah, Dallas has really, over the last 10 years, really opened up a lot. And I, as a teacher, a lot of times will bring my students in when I'm performing and let them sit in on 1 or 2 songs too. And I'm seeing that more and more. There's a lot of coffee shops. There's more venues opening up. Come to mind, like for instance, in April alone, this past April, I did 2 different music and art events. And I can't tell you how much that networked for them. And
city birds and alley girls, they all just sing for free. Oh, they all just sing for free.
I'm Julie Bowen, manager of Angela's at the Crosswalk. Anytime Peyton performs at the restaurant, we've had a great turnout. People come, eat and drink and stick around, so we've been really pleased with that. When we're looking for new performers, as far as for booking talent, it's more about if they have a following and if they would draw people in off the streets. Performers like Peyton really contribute to the atmosphere that we're looking for.
So the first time that I really like faced rejection, I guess you could say, was about a year ago or so, like right when I like first started like performing, and I just had this kind of like blank kind of idea of what it meant to like be in the music industry, I guess. And so I decided to audition for The Voice, and I like really got my hopes up just because it wasn't like what I thought it would be. And so after I auditioned, like it just really stunk, like hearing the word no, you know?
as far as rejection with the arts and music, it's no different than when you try out for or interview for a job. You know, I get frustrated sometimes when I watch TV, if I watch The Voice or something, and they feel like, oh my God, it's over. It's not. You just move on to another tryout, another venue. It's no different than people with new recordings, and they don't get accepted by a particular record company, or you just keep on moving. There's a lot of different possibilities. You got to stay true to yourself, but also be flexible.
When you turned away, when you slammed the door, when you stole the car.
But now, like, looking back on it, I realized that, like, I wasn't ready, and like the person I am now versus the person I was when I first auditioned is like completely different. I just think that like really plays into everything, that everything happens like for a reason. And so like whenever I hear no, or I get criticism, or I need to like work on something, I think of it like a way to grow instead of
while I'm here, and I don't want no never-ending loss. I just wanna be alive.
Right now, I have just been writing a lot of music, and I'm really hoping to. I've been saving up a lot of money lately, just like with all my shows, and I'm putting money aside to hopefully like come out with an EP, and so I've just been working on that.
There's a muddy field where a garden was, and I'm glad you got away, but I'm still stuck out here. My clothes are soaking wet from your brother's tears.
I don't really know what the future holds career-wise, but I know that I have to be doing it with music.
And I never thought this life was possible.